Chantry Centre. We're here with Herbie Clarke. Now, Herbie, you're bringing somebody special down to the Cricklade on Tuesday, July the 5th. Tell me who it is.
It's Frances M Lynch. And here she is, right here. Would you believe?
Frances, what do you do?
What do I do? That's a very difficult question. Are you sure you want me to answer it? Have you got all night?
Tell me about your singing.
Yeah, well, I'm a singer, and I'm sort of a classical singer, but I do stuff with computers and live electronics and stuff like that. And it's quite a laugh, actually. It's all kind of different types of music, a bit of your opera and a bit of early music and a bit of really strange stuff. And it all kind of stuck it all together to do this show. It's like 4 different pieces, and they've all got a bit of humour in it. I mean, the main thing about it is that it's quite a laugh as well.
How did you find the Cricklade Theatre? I mean,
I've been
this man's fault.
Well, it was his fault. Actually, it's quite. I usually do these gigs abroad for like quite sort of serious contemporary music festivals.
You've got an incredible list of where you've been: Moldova, Slovakia, France, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Austria, Holland.
Yeah, 1 or 2 places like that. A few interesting journeys on the way to, especially Moldova. My God, does anyone know where Moldova is?
Where is it?
Where is it? It's between Romania and the Ukraine.
Does he book you into all these places or not?
Yeah. Well, he's a bit mad. He books me in, and then he leaves me to get there, and you're kind of going.
Well, you have to change your wheels on the train, to get to the other country. That's how it is.
Do you go yourself?
Quite a lot of places I do, yeah, but some of the places I have to not go because, like, the work I do. Because not only do I promote Frances, but I also write dance music. I promote opera companies. All sorts of things. So plus a composer, a classical composer as well. So I can't always go to the trips that Frances goes on. I have to stay back and do my own thing.
Okay. So tell me what it sounds like. If you can describe in words. I wouldn't ask you to sing in the middle of the Chantry Centre in Andover, but
wouldn't you? Oh well.
Well, you can if you want to.
Well, I've done funnier things. There's 4 different pieces, and they're all very different. The first one is actually an opera, and it's an opera in which it's like this wee BBC lady comes in to do her live broadcast. You know how they do the old? They're terribly nice, aren't they? They're terribly nice. It's that I can only do it in Edinburgh.
Like Radio 4.
No, not like Radio 4, which I love.
You like the Archers, don't you?
Oh, I'd watch the Archers. I've listened to the Archers. I've listened to the Archers ever since I was born, so I'm a great fan. But this wee woman comes in and she realises that none of the cast have turned up, right? So she has to do the entire thing herself. So it's like a kind of series of silly voices, for opera singers. So she does the kind of big soprano and the big alto and the big bass and the heroic tenor and all this stuff. And she has to do this kind of crazy thing where the Norwegians were coming over to invade England in 1066, and in fact got killed just before Willie the Conqueror came over and killed that Harold. So it's that story, and it's kind of, it's very silly, I have to say, it's very silly, but it's excellent music. It's actually by a Scottish composer. Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny? Called Judith Weir, and it's great music. And it's got a serious kind of point, it's about this war thing, the repetition of war and all that. And then there's another fairly serious piece, which is it's just beautiful music. It's taken from really old, like Middle Ages stuff, church music, and that's some of the music that you've got to play.
These Gregorian chants are really going around the world now, aren't they? Everybody's doing Gregorian chants.
Well, that's it.
Are you doing those?
I have to say, well, that's what it's like, except it was written by a woman. So this is music from a lady called Hildegard von Bingen, which is an unfortunate name. I know, why she couldn't just be called Mary or something, but there you go. Who was a nun. She's the most famous lady composer from the Middle Ages. Well, she's the only composer from the Middle Ages that we know of who wrote this brilliant stuff. So there's that in there with this. That's got lots of tape stuff and is kind of built in with some Islamic music. So it's like a crossover between kind of Western church and Islamic music, so it's slightly weird.
It sounds amazing. Is this you on the back of here?
Yeah, this is
here we go.
I'm telling you about the BBC lady who's got lots of microphones to sing into, because of course she's different heights and different sizes, and she's like a wee boy. She has to be kneeling down, and she's the whole army, so she has to be really tough, and all this. So that's her. What
do they make of you in places like Moldavia or wherever?
Well, actually, I don't like to overdo it here, but I'm a bit of a star there now, I'm a bit of a star. They said to me, actually, it was great, because in these kind of countries, It's not like here. I mean, I shouldn't really say this because it's not really fair. I think people here do like new things. It's just that the way that we kind of get to people in this country, you know, promoting arts, it's not always that well done. It's still got a wee bit of an elitist tag, which I think is a shame, because certainly the kind of show I do, it's designed, you know, not just to be good music, it's designed also to be entertainment and, you know, for people to have a good time when they go out. I mean, who wants to go out at night and be bored stiff is what I always say. But in Eastern Europe and Scandinavia and places like that, and really most of Europe, the idea of something new is what they want. That's what they want. They don't want to go and see something they've seen before. They want to go and see something they've never seen before.
So they don't want to see the Trogs then, you don't think?
Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know. You might go down well there. But Moldova was great because they had never heard any music. They don't have that much new music, and these places are just opening up, you know. And so this was something really new for them, and they were just over the moon, and they want me to come back next year and
it's fantastic.
you know, and do the opera house. You know, they said, "Oh, this theatre's too small for you. We need the opera house where we can get 1,000 people in." You know, and you're kind of going, right, okay, you know.
Do you think you're going to sing something, a quick blast into the camera, do you think, or not?
Quick blast. Oh, what?
I don't know, of King Harold's Saga, do you think, no? Or not? Well, perhaps not, it's up to you.
I don't know, just, he'll do it, yeah, ask him. He'll do it, he's great at singing.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll save it to the night. And now, Herbie, tell us when it is again.
It is on July the 5th. And that is at
the Cricklade?
The Cricklade in Andover, which is where we are now.
That's right.
7 o'clock, I believe it starts, or 7:30.
Yeah.
So please come on down to see Frances Lynch.
Okay.
You won't be disappointed.
Now, Frances, look into that lens again. Tell them when it is. It's on...
It's the 5th of July, which I think is a Tuesday.
5th of July, Tuesday. 7:30 actually.
7:30. At 7:30, yeah. So you'll need to come because it's a bit of a laugh.
We'll see you there. Thanks for coming down to Andover this afternoon. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.